Curious about what options you have for implementing best tail spend solution? In today's video, I will explore various tools, platforms, and services that will help you manage tail spend. Stick around because by the end of the video, you will have a clear understanding of the ideal solution to address your tail spend challenges. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for ways to simplify your procurement, save money, and stay ahead of the game, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's get started. Tail spend can be a real pain for many organizations, causing many issues like long PO processing times, never-ending supplier onboarding, increased administration, and unsatisfied stakeholders. With overburdened procurement teams, unmanaged tail spend can expose companies to risk, fraud, and miss opportunities for cost savings. Companies struggle to manage large number of low-value transactions efficiently, leading to many escalations and frustration. So what solution does market offer to help tame the small spend and big challenge? When it comes to managing tail spend, organizations generally have two main options: managing tail spend internally or turning to the market for external solutions. Let's explore pros and cons of each. Option number one, manage tail spend internally. The greatest thing about this approach is keeping tail spend management in-house, giving you to maintain full control over spending. There is no need to engage third-party vendors, and your buyers can directly oversee all the transactions and manage supplier relationships. However, this approach can be very expensive and often has a limited ROI, if any. Achieving a positive return and tracking KPIs internally is very challenging without the right tool and deep expertise. Tail spend management is rarely priority for most companies and typically isn't aligned with the strategic objectives. This means the budget plan for the tactical or tail spend team is always insufficient. Plus, there is usually lack of technology to support tail spend, which makes managing it efficiently nearly impossible. If your technology works well for strategic spend, it doesn't mean it will for the tail. Option 2. Get a market solution. Leveraging existing market solutions means relying on industry experts who can guarantee a positive ROI. These solutions are designed to tackle tail spend challenges, bringing specialized knowledge and technology to the table. However, most of the market technologies offer only a partial solution. Often new technologies do not integrate seamlessly with the company's existing systems, leading to compatibility issues. Additionally, stakeholders can become confused when there are too many different buying channels to navigate. So, while both approaches have their advantages and drawbacks, it's important to understand your organization needs and resources before deciding on the right path. Hey, have you tried different approaches to managing tail spend? Share your experience in the comments below. Okay, so let's have a look at what solutions the market offer for tail spend management. First up, let's talk about P-card and V-cards. Purchasing cards or virtual cards are great tools for handling so-called tail of the tail or the expense spend. So the lowest value, high-frequency transactions like coffee or travel expenses. They give stakeholders a great flexibility and support their daily purchases. However, here is a catch. Since these transactions often fall outside of standard purchase order process, visibility for the procurement team is very limited. So, while it's efficient, you might not have oversight you need to catch potential savings or supplier issues. Another thing is that in many cases, stakeholders use these cards to bypass the traditional PO process as it doesn't require long supplier onboarding, so it's easier and faster. 2. Catalog solutions. If you are regularly buying the same goods like IT equipment or office furniture, catalogs are perfect. If you can set up pre-approved suppliers, make ordering simple and quick. But like any other solution, it has limitations. Catalogs are great for goods, but if your tail spend includes services or spot buys, you're going to need something more flexible. Okay, so what about the new e-procurement software? This is where things get interesting. Platforms like Ariba, Coupa, or many others offer enhanced spend visibility and allow you to manage all your procurement data in one place. cool. They streamline everything from sourcing to invoicing and give you a full control over your spend. And you should definitely use one of those platforms for your procurement process. It's no-brainer. However, these platforms are designed to handle your entire procurement spend, not just tail. That means you might need to build a different process or tools functionality for strategic and tail spend, and additional internal resources to manage your tail. Next up, we have P2P, so procurement to pay solutions. These programs are excellent way to manage procurement transactions and streamline payment process, helping you reduce your supplier base by centralizing the purchasing and payment functions. However, while P2P solutions make payments more efficient and improve process control, they don't typically bring sourced cost savings. So if you're looking to reduce the cost of goods or services, you will need to pair P2P with other sourcing strategies. Sourcing automation is a fantastic tool to help automate the sourcing of both strategic and small repetitive purchases, which can free up tons of time for your procurement team. With the right sourcing technology, you can send RFQs, compare suppliers, and close deals with minimal manual effort. That is super cool. On the downside, while sourcing automation helps you save time in finding the best deal, it doesn't lower the cost of processing the purchase itself. Plus, you will still need internal resources to manage the system, so it's best to use it in combination with other tools like catalogs or P2P channels. What if I tell you you can combine P2P and source-to-P process in one solution? This is what Master Vendor Program is about. The Master Vendor Program is a great combination of P2P and sourcing that will deliver significant operational and sourced cost saving. How does it work? The process is pretty simple. You keep all your strategic spend while all your tail spend will be routed through one master supplier called master vendor. The master vendor takes care of everything, fast and simplified onboarding of all your tail suppliers, ensuring on-time payments, managing the entire tail, servicing stakeholders, resolving escalations, negotiating the best prices. The master vendor also handles contract management, reducing risk while maintaining control over tail spend. The beauty of the solution is that you get not only the top market P2P and source-to-P technology, but also specialized services, plus all spend routed through certified master vendor can be considered diverse, which is a significant benefit for diversity and inclusion initiatives. On the downsides, you will need to accept the fact that all tail spend will appear under master vendor's name in your systems, limiting visibility into individual suppliers. And the last one, tail outsourcing, called also BPO. If managing tail spend in-house sounds like too much work, outsourcing might be the best answer. There are great and experienced outsourcing companies on the market that specialize in tail spend management. They can help you to reduce your supplier base and support your internal teams. Outsourcing tail spend frees up your team to focus on strategic purchases while your tail spend gets managed efficiently, often with solid cost savings. Now, whilst outsourcing teams act as an extended arm of your procurement department, BPO resources typically operate within your existing company platforms. They follow the same process and policies that you establish for your strategic suppliers, which might limit their abilities to manage your tail spend effectively. BPO providers can assist in developing strategies or optimizing your supply base, but they won't bring a new technology tailored for your tail spend. Essentially, with a BPO solution, you are getting access to experienced procurement professionals and their know-how, but you are not investing in newest market technology and automate your tail spend. So which solution is the best? The truth is that there is no one-size-fits-all solution for tail spend. The key is finding the right mix of tools that work for your specific needs. Maybe you use P-card for your expenses, catalogs for standard goods, and leave the rest to master vendor. Or maybe you integrate sourcing automation tool into your existing e-procurement platform and manage tail internally. Tail spend management is all about building a system that works for you. And there you have it, a summary of all market solutions for your tail spend. Just remember, tail spend may be the small stuff, but it's like a glitter. It gets everywhere if you don't manage it right. So choose your solution wisely, automate where you can, and if all of that feels too much, well, just outsource it and sip your coffee while someone else does the heavy lifting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more. See you next time at Procurement Stories.